And of course, the week one has been full of a whole lot of drama, a whole lot of intrigue. Ships have formed. There've been lots of fights and all of that. And I'd like us to just come here together and let's discuss this one after the other. So if you're joining me right now, one more time, welcome to my YouTube channel. So first off, I want to take us back to the Sunday live show that saw 12 more housemates come into the house. Well, let's take it from Saturday. So on Saturday, we had 12 housemates come into the house. And of course, they were moved to the level 2. So I want to see you comment in the comment section. If you're joining me right away, please say hello in the comment section, and we'll take it up from there. So on Saturday, we had 12 housemates come into the house. And then on Sunday, we also had 12 more housemates come into the house. Now, the problem was people were thinking, why do we have 2 houses? Why do we have people in a house that looks so blue? I mean, it was really a house of many colors. I was going to call it a coat of many colors, but I'll call it a house of many colors because when we walked into the house and they took us into the house, I saw the fact that the kitchen wasn't big at first. So I was wondering, this is different from the kind of kitchen that we know. The kind of kitchen that we know can literally take about 10 to 15 people at the same time. But this kitchen looks like an apartment kitchen and all of that. So we were wondering what kind of house would that be. And then on Sunday, the 12 housemates joined again, the new 12 housemates that made it 24. And in the long run, we saw the fact that they were moved into the white and black house, which is the house that we're familiar with, right? So after that, we now saw they were called level 1 and level 2 houses. We found the fact that a lot of people called the level 2 house the trenches. I mean, when I'm watching TV, I see trenches on the scroll bar, and I'm wondering, how did we even come up with this name, trenches? Trenches sounds like a hood, somewhere that's like people are very poor and all of that, right? So, in the long run, we found out that, you know, there were level 1 housemates and there were level 2 housemates. And it felt like the level 1 housemates were posher, they were cleaner. I'm looking at the likes of Sheggz and Bella, and of course, what's her name, Doey and the likes. You would just think that these guys are like cleaner. In fact, Doey said it during the diary session that she feels like those guys are just like very aggressive. They're not as authentic as they should be and all of that. So I would like people to please join. I'm going to post the, what do you call it? I'm going to post the link right now, okay? I'm going to post the link right now in the comment section. All right, so if you want to join this live interview, please join me right here. I want to post this link right away. So, hi, Doko Elizabeth. Holy Ginger Fab, how are you? I needed to join this live, so this is it. I'm going to pin this right away so that you can just you can click on it and join me. So if you want to join me in this conversation that we're going to have today, I just posted the link in the comment section. I need you to click on the link. Hi, Kachilius, how are you doing? I need you to click on that link in the comment section that I just posted. All right. I'm going to have to pin it right away. Let me pin it on my YouTube. Okay. So if you want to join that live conversation, please click on the link and let's do this together. All right. Let's do this together. So yeah, give me a minute. I'm trying to pin the message. I have done that. Good. So I need people to please join. I posted the link right now. Okay. I need you to click on that link and join me in this conversation we're about to have. What do you think about this week one? A lot has happened from the ship between Bella and Sheggz to what do you think about what has happened this first week from the ships that happened? Let's start up with the ships that happened in the house, the relationships that happened in the house, the ship between Bella and Sheggz, the ship between Groovy, and of course Beauty, the ship that's happening, the triangle that's forming between Bella, Sheggz, and Doey, right? Liberia's in the house. So I needed to click on the link that I posted there and join me in the conversation. Now, one thing that I liked about the level 1 housemates, I like the fact that we already have a relationship. Even as much as with that, you know, every year people come up with a script of a relationship. They want to come up with an Ozo and Nengi script. They want to come up with a Kidwire and a Wicca script. in the long run, there's no time in the Big Brother house that you would not have a relationship. We just cannot call the show Love Island because there's a whole lot of other things that's attached to the show, right? But listen, if we did not have the Bella and the Sheggz story, it would be boring. I know that you are angry at the fact that there was they're coming up with a relationship and all of that. Just to talk for me, please connect your device properly so that you can join me live, okay? Now, I know that, a lot of people will say that I want to add these people. A lot of people will say that why are people coming up with shifts in the house every year? Listen, there is no year that we will not have a shift, okay? There's no year that we're not going to have a shift, and that is what it is. I'm going to add somebody to this conversation. Hello? Okay, let me add to the stream. Hi, can you hear me?
Hi.
Yes, please. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And you?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Not bad.
Great. So, this is Coco Ubas. Am I correct?
Yes.
Is Benis there also? Benis isn't there, so let me just take out Benis. Give me a minute. I'm going to add somebody else at the moment. So, keep the studio right away. Okay, I want to add someone else so I can see his or her face right away. So, Coco.
Yes.
Let's talk.
Yeah, go on.
You follow the show from where are you calling from, by the way? I want to know first.
I'm calling from London.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from London, England.
From London.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So, did you follow the show from the beginning?
Yes, I did. I did from the first day that it came in. Yeah.
You followed from the first day?
Yeah.
Can we hear you clearly? We would like to hear you clearly, please.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay. So I followed from the first day that it came into the house, like the first group that came in. Yes.
You followed from the first set of people, the level 2 house.
Yes.
All right. So let's talk about the relationship to the phone, first off.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I like the relation. Sorry, go on.
What did you say?
I said I like the relationship between Bella and what is it?
And Sheggz.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you like it? I want to know.
I just like Bella is proving too hard to get. She's acting hard to get. That's the thing I like about the both of them.
You're liking the fact that she's playing hard to get. Is she really playing hard to get?
Kind of.
Are you sure she's playing hard to get?
She's kind of playing hard to get, yes, to me. I think she really don't. She likes the boy, you can see it, but she really don't want to like open up so soon. And she's aware of the camera. And I think she said her mom is watching as well, something along that line. Yeah.
But a lot of people are complaining about the fact that, they came with a script of, what do you call it, of Ozo and Nengi, especially Sheggz, who comes with the fact that, he's all about, in fact, at some point, Sheggz talked about the fact that he doesn't want to play the script of a light guy. He didn't want to call Ozo's name and Nengi's name. He said he didn't want to play the script of.
He talks too much, that guy. He talks too much. That's the only problem I have. He kind of talks too much. Yeah, kind of talk too much. And he's aware, I think he's aware of the camera, kind of. But I like it about him, though. I still like that about him, Yeah.
Okay. So are you trying to say now that Bella should continue with the relationship?
Of course, why not?
Because yesterday they lost their wager task and Bella was saying that,
yeah,
she feels like they're not serious. Mm-hmm. Looking at the show, you find out that they didn't even take time to practice their wager task. Yeah. And they lost. You could literally hear Bella saying that, you know what, she feels like they're not serious in the house, including herself, and they're all about sheep and relationship and all of that. Don't you think that that's opening up our eyes to the fact that this thing that she's doing with Sheggz,
it could. Yeah, it could. But at the same time, if she fall for the guy, there's no way she can pretend anymore. You see?
What did you say?
I said it could. It could make her want to draw back a bit.
Okay.
But if she really likes the guy, she might want to play the role as well. I
Does
think.
the guy like her? That's the question also.
I
Does the guy
think.
like
I think he does like her, but if there's another girl that comes into the house, it will still look.
somebody
And don't
like
forget, he said something about beauty when he went to
yeah,
the diary room.
yes.
I
There's
wish they
somebody he
could
met.
send beauty into that house for like few days. Let's see what's going to happen.
I am looking at Big Brother mixing them up. I'm looking forward to that time.
Me too. It would be really nice to see that. I don't really watch the other house because they are kind of too loud for me. They
Wow,
so I
the trenches level 2 house.
Yeah, they are too there. Some of them are a bit too much for me. So I don't really watch it that much. I prefer the other one, the other
Who and
house.
who is loud?
I don't really know their name that much. The little girl. Right now I can see her on my screen, the one with hot pink. She's
The
so
one with what?
loud.
Is that Amaka or Amaka
Amaka is very loud.
and
She is
Zina?
loud. Yeah, most of the girls in that house are too loud for my liking. I'm not one of those people who are very loud, and I
Okay,
don't really like that kind of noise, you see.
okay,
They are good fun to watch, don't get me wrong.
I get it.
I'm quite sure they are good fun to watch, but it's just not my kind of thing, if you get
Okay,
where I'm coming from.
okay. I like to hold you on for a while I I have Bernice. Hello, Bernice. How are you? Bernice, can you join us, please? You need to unmute your stuff. Hello, Bernice. Okay, let me continue with you, Coco. So now let's talk about doing. Do you know doing? Have you seen doing? You know doing.
Yeah, I like Doey. I do like
Now,
her.
personally, I feel like doing is better off with Sheggz.
You
Why do I
think
say?
so?
No,
No,
I think so. No,
Doyi has a very strong personality. If you see her, the way she talks, she has a
yes,
very strong personality.
she has a very strong personality. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I was having this conversation with my friend, and I think that the Doyi is more of a lover girl. She has this. She is not. Bella is not that street. Okay,
Yes. Hmm.
Bella is. She's just that soft, quiet girl, kinda. She gives
Yeah.
us that.
Yeah.
Doyi is like that kind of girl that has been there. She's seen that, done that. Okay,
Yes.
and Shegun, London boy, has seen a bit of that, and he needs that kind of
Yes.
person who is strong enough to handle him. Bella
Yes.
cannot handle him. I'm
No,
being
I
told
don't
that.
think Bella can handle
Bella can't
him
handle Shegun.
because the
That's
kind of English he speak like a proper Southeast London boy. I might
you
be
know.
wrong. I might be wrong because I live in Southeast London and this is how they speak. I might be
Every time
wrong.
you say London, something London, this one London. I'm like, guys, people have been to London. People are
He's
some
a
boys,
Southeast London boy for sure, the way he
you
talks.
know, and a lot of people are saying that, I'm trying to see a Donny. I mean, Donny was bold enough to go tell him
I
that
like that about her. I
I really,
like that
really
she
like
did. Yeah, I like that she did that because I'm that kind of. If you want something, go for it. This is how I think. This is how I behave. If I want
okay.
something, I go for it. And she's that.
So are you that
And I
bold? Can you
like the
walk up to a
fact.
guy?
Pardon?
Are you married or married?
I wish I am married. I'm not.
Oh, so
No,
that
I'm
means you
not
can walk up
married.
to a guy and tell him you like him.
Of course, we do it over here. If you see what you want, go after it. There's nothing wrong with it. I do
Where
it
in London
though.
are you?
Pardon?
Where in the UK are you?
What part of London am I? Is
Yes,
that the question? I'm in
yes, please.
Southeast London.
Southeast London.
Elephant. If you know Elephant Castle, I'm in Elephant Castle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Elephant Castle, Southeast
Okay.
London.
I see. So, well, I am looking forward to a beauty. I'm looking forward to the Saturday night party tonight. So, listen,
Me too.
guys,
I
at
wish
10
they
p.m.
could. Are they going to put them in together? Are they
I
all going?
I think they might put them in together. We don't know because from the wager task yesterday, remember the Big Brother said the level 1 housemates would not be at the Saturday night after party, and they will
Oh,
also not be at the Thursday pool party. So we
oh, I
don't know if this is going to start from next week
Yeah. That was what I was thinking. I was thinking
But I
maybe
am
from
looking
next
forward to
week.
it starting this week. If you can start this week, it will be beautiful, right? It will come
Yes.
out really well. If you can start this week, it will be beautiful. I need more people to join. If you want to join,
Yeah, but I
so
would love them to party together, though. I would love them to party together. Maybe
yes,
like the Thursday party or the Saturday night party. It would be really nice to see.
okay.
Yeah.
So do you know who Ilebaye is?
Pardon?
Ilebaye.
Who is that? No.
There's this small girl in what you call it? Somebody saying they enjoy their loudness. The person is trying to attack you, saying that you
Oh,
don't like
is
the
it
way
one
it's
of the
loud.
girls in the other house? Because I don't really watch that other house. You see, I think maybe from tomorrow I'm going to give them a chance to watch and see. But the first day I was watching it, it was kind of too loud for me. And
I know. But do you think that beyond the fact that they're loud, they're also very focused when it comes to their task?
yeah,
They do
I
very
think
good.
they are focused. You see when they lost the game for last week, the
The
eviction.
cake game.
Yeah, for last week, they all came together. They thought about it. They said they want to be better, and they are better. They are better now. They came out yesterday. They do their thing, and they did well. They really did well yesterday from the tax
Okay,
compared
I
to the
see.
other house. The other house, they are just too laid back.
Hmm. Okay, so this is what I want us to do. I need more people to join this comment, right? I need more people to join this comment before I take out Coco. Finally, Coco,
Yes.
let's talk about. I don't know why we cannot see your face. Though it would have been nice. You know,
Sorry.
right? Okay.
I'm not really.
It's okay. It's fine. So
Maybe
let's talk
next
about
time when I call in.
next time. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Beauty and Groovy.
Yes. Yeah,
So,
but beauty is acting kind of childish.
why do you say that?
She did break up with him yesterday, or they had an kind of an argument yesterday,
Yeah,
isn't it?
and the argument was baseless. Actually,
It is baseless for sure,
the
for
argument
real.
was about the fact that Groovy during the wage task presentation, he what did he do? He said hi to Chumsy, okay? When he
Yeah,
said hi to Chumsy, saw the fact that maybe he hugged Chumsy or he was greeting Chumsy. And
yeah.
then she said that throughout the time that they were doing the task, she was seated beside him and he
Uh,
didn't act like, they were like an item. He didn't act like he had a girl. He was acting as a single guy. And
yeah, she's jealous. She's kind of jealous. Maybe she felt, we girls, the way we behave. Like maybe she's thinking in her mind, maybe the guy is looking at the girl from the other house. And the
okay,
girl from the other house are more kind of pretty than the girl in her own house.
true,
Although
true.
she's what pardon, sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Are you
So
talking to me?
yeah, so that's the problem. So that's the problem at the moment. She feels like Groovy is having a thing with Chumsy, and that's the problem at the moment. But of
Yeah.
course, Groovy is also saying that a lot of time, Beauty is also talking about Hermes, that
Uh-huh.
she likes Hermes, that Hermes is talented. I don't know where that is coming from. I don't know what Beauty is seeing in Hermes, but she says
I
it's just.
don't know as well. I don't know. I don't know.
But we see
She's
how you are.
she's
Let me have your final say. Let me hear you here.
pardon.
You were going to say something.
She's kind of acting childish a bit.
Yeah.
You know. That's the only thing I can say about her. Let's see. Let's
Well,
watch
we'll
and
see if they
see.
will have a ship in the long
Yeah.
run. By the time they're joined together, I want to see what will happen. People
But
that
you're
should.
not talking about this girl though. What was that? Dotsun is his name Dotsun? The
Who's
guy
that?
from the other house, the good looking one, the cute one.
Dotsun or Adekunle? Is it the Dotsun that's with what you call it? That's with Doey.
Doey and the other guy, the guy with the D. His
Dotsun,
name's
Dotsun. Yeah.
yes. I think Dotsun likes her as well, though.
No, Dotsun likes her as well. Very well. He does like her. But
Yeah,
the
but I
problem
don't
is
think she likes him like that.
she doesn't like him. And you're very correct. She
Yes.
doesn't like him like that. So the
But
problem now
he's a
is
very good looking guy. If I was in that house, I would be jumping out. I'm going to jump on his neck.
yes. I mean, I see a lot of time. In fact, this afternoon they still had like a knee challenge game, and he carried her, right?
Yeah.
But I think the what Dotun is trying to do is, sometimes when guys want to have a lady and the lady's trying to stop, if you really want to be with her, you will calm
Yeah.
down. You
Yeah.
understand? You will calm down, and just look at, okay, maybe over time, you get my point, she will give into, because even at the pool party, they were dancing on the pool and all of that. So
Yeah.
we're going to wait to see what happens in the long
Anyway,
run.
we'll see what's going to happen. We'll see who is going to be with who. Hopefully, things work out for them.
Hopefully things work out for them. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Coco. It was
Yeah, it was
glad
nice
having
talking to
you.
you, and I'm so happy I called in.
Thank
Called
you
you and
very
called
much.
you.
Next time, next week, please let's see your face. All
Yeah,
right.
I will. I
Thank
will.
you
I
very
will.
much. Thank you very
Take
much.
care.
Yes. All right. I need more people to join this conversation. There's a pinned link in the comment section. Please click on that link and join this comment. I would like to please see you guys join this conversation. Right. So I want to take us back to the breakfast that was served between Daniela and Bryann. Now remember that when they got into the house, Daniela and Bryann were like an item. Daniela liked Bryann. Bryann also liked Daniela. And how did it start? It was a conversation they were having in the dining area. And Daniela looked at Bryan's ears and found an earring. And she clicked on it. She told him, "Oh, I like your earring. This earring is good, blah, blah, blah." And they exchanged earrings. And that was where it started. And then I said Daniel. And then Bryann gave Daniela a bracelet. Okay? Give Daniela a bracelet. Later on, we found out that Bryann was tilting towards Ilebaye. Now, Ilebaye is a small girl who's got a piercing like I don't know if we call it frenum, in her lip, inside the upper region of her lip. And we saw Bryann and Ilebaye, they began to stay in bed together at night and all of that. And then one particular morning, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, Ilebaye also got a bracelet from Bryann. Now, Bryann is giving Ilebaye a bracelet. He's also giving the same bracelet to Daniela. And this is not sitting well with Daniela. Daniela is talking about fighting. Why would you give me and another person the same kind of bracelet? It makes it look awkward. I understand how ladies would feel. Like if you put me in a special place, right? I want to feel special. I want to feel like, I'm the only Hello, guys. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just say hello in the comment section. If you can hear me clearly, please. Say hello in the comment section if you can hear me. Can you hear me clearly? Okay, guys. Sorry, there's been no light, so there was power outage. All right, I literally just had to go fix up the jet. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I was talking about Bryann and Daniela, and now for me, I think that Bryann was very sincere. He was sincere enough to be able to tell her that, you know what, I don't want a relationship at the moment. The only thing I think, and he didn't do anything wrong. I just feel like a bracelet. He also gave the Lebaye bracelet. That's no problem. So I need people. Hello, guys. I need you to please click on this link. I want to hear your opinion on some of the stuff we're talking about. Okay. I want to hear your opinion on what we're talking about here. Click on this link. Idoko Elizabeth, can you just click on this link and then I'd like you to join. Nick said every girl is jealous. Nick, can you come back? I need you to click on this stuff and come back to this conversation. Thank you very much. Kweku Atrams, thank you for staying. Please click on this link and let's come back, right? So, and that's the problem. That was like the first heartbreak that happened in the house. Daniela wasn't having any of that, and she didn't really like it, and that's it. So, I feel it's not a problem. I just want to see Bryann go into the house and go after Diana. Daniel has said that. I said Daniel. I keep saying Daniel. Bryann has said that he wants to meet Diana. Diana is the lady from France. She mentions France. She's from France. And she also likes, what's his name? She also likes Bryann. And she's looking forward to meeting Bryann. Okay, Atata is about to join. I'd like to add Atata to this conversation. Hi, how are you?
Hello. Can you
how
hear
you doing?
me?
I'm good. I can hear you
very
clearly.
well.
How you doing?
I'm doing very well, and you?
Great. Thanks for coming on the live show today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm great. So, tell us, who's your favorite in the house? Who are your favorites? You can mention your top 3 or top 5 favorites in the house.
I don't think I have a favorite right now.
Okay.
And that is the beauty of this particular season because you can't really tell who is very promising at this stage and
Because
who
what?
is.
We can't hear you clearly.
I say you can't really tell who is promising at this stage, and yes, and who is probably going to win. And that is why I like this particular
I'm not
level
talking
of
about
season.
winning right now. I feel like there's nobody that is tipped to win in this first. Everybody's strong. We have very strong contenders. From Sheggz to Bella to Dekunle to Fina to Amaka. They're strong people. To Groovy to Beauty to Bryann. They're very strong personalities. So, like, looking at what is happening with one, who is your favorite? Who's that person? Who are those people you look like? Okay, I like these people in the house.
I think I like Amaka.
Okay, why do you like Amaka?
I think because she knows she's in a game.
Okay.
She knows she's in a competition, and that is something that should always come first. And it's surprising how a lot of them, yes, and it's surprising how a lot of them put it and place it on the second burner. And this is just the first week. A lot of people are just busy in pursuing other engagements, friendships. Yes. And this is just the first week, and you're already forgetting that this is a competition. So I think Amaka and also Fina somewhat, because she's aware of this fact too, just that she comes up very strong. That is why she received the warning from Big Brother.
Yeah. I feel like what you just said stresses the fact that, or the point that Bella made. Bella made that statement yesterday when they were done with the wager task. They lost the wager task. And Bella was like, see, why on earth are we losing this? Why did we lose this wager task? It means that we're not focused and we're not serious, including herself. She said, including herself, that all that they're focusing on and all that they're pushing at is relationship, who is friendship with this, who's in friendship with this person, and all of that. But I also think that it's the first week. They've not come to terms with the heat and the stringent measures that comes from Big Brother. And they will start understanding that now that they've lost their wager task. They will go hungry for 1 week. And that's the honest truth. Listen, if a very big house with lots of pots with less food, that's what's going to happen to them. The other people who are in the trench, I'd rather you be in the level 2 house, the trenches house as a housemate, where the people are focused. Because I think that's one thing that Bryann knows. Regardless of the fact that Bryann is, everywhere, he's vibing, he has good relation with people. He knows this is a game. You understand?
Yeah.
He brought that.
Sorry for cutting you short.
Yeah.
So how did that escape me? He's very focused. So yeah.
Yes, Bryann is very focused. I mean, look at how his team. You know that when they started the first, the first group presentation, the wager task, it was his team against Doey's team, right? Doey and Adekule and Alice in the back. All that. And look at what Big Brother told them. We want to have a mix of music and all of that new stuff. And they came up with that. There was creativity in what they did. They had a poet, they had a singer. Even Christy, that we thought was going to do Jack, she was playing the drum. And then we saw Kali do a paint. That was creative. And I think that they need to understand that you just have to be creative. You have to put in the work. Because trust me, it's not easy to win. And I tell people that you don't have to even win the money.
Yeah, it's to sell yourself.
The same energy you bring on this task that you will use in other tasks. And that's what happened with Lakon. If you look at what Lakon did. Holy Ginger Fab, I needed to click on the link I posted and come online, okay? If you look at what Lakon did, in Lakon's set, it was Lakon's group that always won, most of the time. And in Lakon's group, you'll find V, and you'll find Nengi. In fact, when it came to the Jack Daniels task, they won. And that's what's happening. If you look at, last year's set, the White Money set, we saw Liko Rose. Liko Rose's set always won. Anytime Liko Rose is in the team, they will always win. Now it is Bryann. It's looking like when you're in Bryan's team, you guys will do well. And I feel like if you're also in Beauty's team, because Beauty feels like a leader. If you look at their task presentation, it felt like she was the one who was in charge of the whole coordination of everything that happened. And I like the point you raised. Really, I like the point you raised. I was going to ask you one more question before you go, right? Let's talk about the fights that happened between Fina and Amaka.
All right.
So what do you think about the fight? Do you think it was necessary?
Necessary, because we are talking about it. You're there to sell yourself anyways. Any publicity is good publicity, right? Especially in the first week, you need to have your name out there. You can't just play second fiddle like Christy and Chomsy is. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I said necessary because you need to get your name on the lips of people. You need people to know that you're even in the house.
True.
But I would say it could be avoided. It could have been avoided because if I were to be on Big Brother, I wouldn't be forming alliances in the first week. I wouldn't have a friend, like a best friend or of some sort, so that if I want to fall out with you, I will fall out with you in my full chest. Express myself.
And you have no reservation in all of that.
Yes, and nobody will feel like, oh, you're saying this or you're reacting in such a manner because you're very hurt that is coming from your friend. No, you're saying it because you actually are hurt because this thing rubbed you off the wrong way, not because your friend is reading meaning into something that you did not intend to say. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I see. You're making a very good point.
So don't make friends in the first week. Just make acquaintances, get to know them, and you can express yourself however you wish to, just like Chichi is doing. She has no best friend in the house. So if she wants to talk and talk and talk and make arguments, she can.
Who's that?
Chichi. Chichi in level 1.
Yeah,
so
level 1. Chichi is crazy. Very crazy.
Yeah.
But do you think that's coming up with that? Do you think that's coming up with that strategy? Do you think that coming up with that strategy will help? Looking at the fact that beyond the fact that you're playing a game in the house, there are also people with viewers. Now, let me tell you something. Look at Christy O. Nobody's saying jack about her. If she's up for eviction, she will go home.
Exactly.
Regardless of whatever we're saying about Sheggz and Bella, if they put them up for eviction, I can assure you that they will most likely not
survive.
They will survive. So when people don't talk about you too from the beginning of the show, there's a problem. There's a side effect to it, right?
Yeah.
But like what you said, if you don't make friends in the house, just be like platonic with people. Don't go all deep. Don't be forming carcass with people. Don't be forming. And I think Amaka is also not doing that. Amaka doesn't have a carcass.
Yeah. That's why she's my favorite.
Oh, that's why she's my favorite.
But I think she also made the misstep to be close of some sort to Fina, and that is what spoiled their misunderstanding, because Fina was saying, "Oh, this one you're talking about creeping into the heads and the minds of the level 2 housemates, the level 1 housemates. I mean, does it mean that that is what you're also doing to me, right?" So I think because she made she made a very good friend out of Fina, and that is why the misunderstanding was there. But it's good because now people know that there is an Amaka in the house.
Fantastic. It was good having you here. Thank you so much, Atata. I look forward to having you again next week, okay? Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, if you're just joining us, this is the Saturday Live Review, and we're talking everything that has happened in the week one, okay? Now, I want us to talk about the Head of House Challenge. So, we saw Elo Swag, emerge as the Head of House. But do you think that Big Brother is fair enough to have them have a fake eviction? Looking at the fact that the first, for being a Head of House, is supposed to come with some perks. I have not seen Elo Swag in the Head of House room. I don't know why we've not seen him in the Head of House room, number one. Number two is this. As the Head of House, you're supposed to have immunity. Big Brother is never going to ship that immunity to next week. Because as Head of House, one of the things you look forward to is the fact that you don't want to be nominated. You don't want people to nominate you. You want to be safe for another at least 2 weeks in the house. Because after that 1 week you're safe, even if they nominate you the second week, there's still an extra week for you to use, right? But here we see Elo Swag, Elo Swag becomes the Head of House, and the next thing Big Brother is doing is telling him that it's fake eviction. I feel that Elo Swag was cheated. Not necessarily, it's the script actually, right? But I feel like it wasn't like something that he would have, wanted to really do. Even though he was really happy that, he didn't get to nominate someone or put up people for evictions. You understand? I feel that that's a great undoing to himself, because him winning this right now, except he wins it next week, that's if Big Brother allows him to play. That's when he can also now have the full privileges of being the Head of House. Right now, I need people to come on this live. I just posted the link. If you want to join me in this conversation, please click on that link and join me. I need people to join me in this conversation. Please click on that link. And of course, let's talk about what is happening in the house. Okay? Click on this link. I need people to join me on this live. I can see a lot of you here, but you're not clicking on the link. I just posted the link. Please click on the link and join me in this conversation. And let's have 1 or 2 words. One of the other things I want to talk about is the fights that happened between Sheggz and Doey. Now, remember that they had the wage tax presentation, okay, in level 1. Atata Joe, thank you very much. Now, in level 1, the Sheggz and Bella's level, they do not, Maureen Karimi, please check your device, it's not connected. What happened is this. They were in the room one of these days. And people were like, okay, we are in three groups. We are 12 in this house. But we've broken ourselves into 4, right? 3 groups. And eventually, in as much as I'm not in your group, I still have to be interested in what you're doing. Because in as much as I'm not in your group, if you mess up, it's going to affect us. And that's what happened. Last night, nobody from the team of, of the level 1 won. 2 teams in level 2 won. And that's how they won the whole stuff for themselves, the wage task for themselves. So, Chichi was like, let's have this conversation. Let us know what everybody's doing. And then Adekule started the story, saying in my group, this is what we're doing. These are the things we're doing in my group and all of that. And then he mentioned that there's going to be a village girl from Benin. And him saying that alone got Chichi angry. Chichi is like, why would he say the girl is from Benin? She's a village girl that's from Benin. I mean, this is just a script. It is a script for people to come, to carry out their wager task, right? And here we see that, Chichi was angry. And Adekunle was telling Chichi that, listen, it was a script we came up with. It is not that we're trying to insult anybody from Benin. We're just trying to talk about the fact that the lady in question, who we want to talk about in our script, is from Benin. And that was how this argument started. It had not broken into a fight. And Maureen Kirimi, please check again. Is it YouTube Live or not? It's I just pasted the link right now at Debanjo Oluwapelumi. I just posted something on live, okay? You can see a comment pinned. My comment is pinned on the comment section. Just click on that link and it takes you right here on the screen, okay? And I'll allow you to join the conversation. So, while they were still arguing about that, guess what happened? Sheggz walked into the conversation. Sheggz was not there when the conversation started. And the next thing Sheggz did, after sitting for a while, he started saying that, Adekunle was wrong for saying that the girl is going to come from Benin. I mean, this is a script. What's your business? You even have no idea of how this conversation started. You walked into the conversation, you are saying that somebody is wrong. And then, Doey saw that. Doey saw the fact that, what's wrong with this guy? I thought you were smarter than this. You're saying rubbish. You're talking in the rubbish and you're talking in the nonsense. And Doey, with the fact that her voice was cracked, she literally had to change it for Sheggz. And in the long run, it was a free-for-all. I mean, because Doey that couldn't speak very well because her voice was cracked. Now imagine somebody who's deaf or somebody who's dumb, right? When they want to express themselves and they cannot talk, there is a level with which there's an aggression with which they express themselves, an aggression with which they try to talk. And that was what was happening to Doey. So Doey was just like acting, she was agitated and all of that. And that was what happened in that fight. And I need somebody to, come up here and, of course, try to break that down for me. If you can click on this, please do. I can see you guys, over 52 people. Can you click on the link, right, and join me in this conversation? This is not just a conversation about that's going to come from me. It's a conversation I want all of us to have, right? Okay, so one other thing I want to talk about, right, is Sheggz and Bella. Just 1 week, and they're already talking about, they want to have Sheggz Jr., they want to get married and all of that. And I'm wondering, this is just one week. I'm not saying that you can find love in the house. We have people who found love in the house. People like not T-Barge, Bam Bam and Teddy A, right? People like Kafi and Gedoni. Kafi and Gedoni are happily married and they're doing well for themselves, okay? And so, but looking at the fact that Sheggz seems to me like he's still going to cheat on, what's her name, on Bella. By the time he goes to the hot house and he finds Beauty, because Beauty will come for him at some point. It's the English for me. Beauty is eloquent, she's smooth. What's the name again? What do you call it? What's his name again? I'm trying to remember. Sheggz is also eloquent and smooth, right? And both of them will form a very strong one and a very strong item in the house. And so, yeah, like I said, some of you are joining right now. I'll be rounding up this conversation. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on this week's episode of the review. I'd like you to please, somebody wants to join. Who's this person? Okay.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. Can you speak up a little? Can you speak up a little?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you doing? Happy Saturday.
Where are you calling this from?
I'm calling from Abuja. My name is Free.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Your name is Free. Your name is Free?
Yes.
Wow. Oh, very good. I see. Okay, so tell me.
Why are you shocked? Why does everybody
Naya,
shocked that I mentioned my name?
Naya, I need you to resend the link again. Click on the link again because you came on board. I added you to the link, but I think your network is not strong, okay?
Sorry?
So tell me, what has been your highlight for this week? What's been your favorite for this week? What's been your highlight for the week?
I think for the whole week, my highlight has just been Sheggz trying to fool himself, thinking he's fooling the viewers, trying to play, the whole love strategy with him was planning Bella right. And what's crazy to me is that he's making it so obvious. Like, people are coming with strategy, they don't make it so obvious, but he's making it so obvious that this is what he's doing. And if anybody's going to ship them, knowing fully well that this guy is just joking about this whole thing, that means they like to be deceived. If they didn't take lessons from Licoro's and Emmanuel's situation, because a lot of people kept saying that that ship was fake, but the shippers they want to hear. They were all hyping them if we come for them, but it's the truth, because these people, they see this ship as a means of making money, as a means of gaining gifts. You know, they give them money, they give them trips to travel out, different sorts of things. So who wouldn't want to naturally get all those things, especially when you're not doing anything extraordinarily bad for it? All you're doing is just leading a girl on, you know. So for me, that's just been my highlight for the whole week. I don't know the names of all the housemates yet, to be honest, just a few of them, but the few I know, like, I expected them to like bring more to the show, but I don't know, they've just not been giving like so much. But when they're on stage, they always say a lot. They promise to do so much. Oh, I'm coming in with the vibes, I'm coming in with this, with that, with that. Like Ile Baye, for example, and then you come in, you're not doing anything, you're just there like a shot, like you're just there, like, you don't realize that time is going. Like, they don't realize, like, the moment you step into the house, you have to make yourself seen. That's why, in as much as I wasn't a fan of Lekon, I really respected him, because when he entered the house, he was really particular about pushing his music.
Yes,
he said that was what he went in for, and that was what he did at every time. There was music, directly or indirectly, he was always pushing his music, you know. So I don't know, like, I think when they go there, they need to start putting themselves more out there instead of just laying on the bed thinking they have time, because that's what happened to Beatrice. A lot of them there, they are not even making themselves sing, they're just there as if they are not there, you know. But I don't know, I just feel like they need to do better overall. That's just what I think. They need to do better.
Okay, so I'm going to hold you on. Let me speak with Naya. Please hold on. Hello, Naya, how are you?
Hi, hello. Can you hear me, please?
I'm great. Can we see your face? Is it possible?
I look terrible. I just finished eating one hot pepper right now. That's why I'm just like, let me just pop.
What are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Lagos, Mainland.
Lagos, Mainland. Oh, nice. Very
Yeah.
good. So what do you think about what Free just said? Free was talking about the fact that this is the house. Like, they literally lied to us. And one person that didn't lie to us is Sheggz. Sheggz is saying, I'm coming for the girls, I'm coming for the girls. And it's really to come up with that.
Yeah.
So what do you think about what Free just said?
Well, I understand that when they come, you know, at that end, when they're entering, they'll be like saying all sorts of things. But really, how do you want people to show themselves? Because me now, I'm just like, all these people here, they look confused to me. What are they doing? What are they pushing? You come in here, you say you are bringing the vibes, the vibes, the vibes. What is vibes? I don't understand why everybody comes on stage and starts shouting, I'm bringing vibes, I'm bringing vibes. Vibes, what do you do? What are you here to achieve? What's your purpose? I like what Ify said, because Lekon told us, even on stage, it's not just vibes. I'm here to push my music. This is what I do. I'm here to do this. I don't know what anybody here does. Even when they're introducing themselves in the house, you know that first night when they do talk about themselves, nobody gives details about what they are doing. It's like they just feel that Big Brother is to do nonsense.
You know, I don't know what Bella does.
That's not the thing. We have no information.
None of them. I don't even know what any of them do.
So how do they push? If you don't know what you do, you're confused. So how do you push what you don't have, what you don't know? Nobody is focused. Everybody is there thinking that to win 100 million is just to come here and shake hands or and kiss a few girls or cuddle in bed. All those things are just for show. The main thing is I hope you actually get what you came in to get.
Naya, Salahuddin says you're making real good sense. Thank you, Salahuddin. Because let me tell you, after what happened with Free, I want to come in here. After what happened, because you spoke about the fact that, you know, people, they want to make lots of money. After what happened with Emmanuel and Nico Rose, because I had a conversation with Nico Rose, right? Now, this is not because during the BBNaija press open, I was there. Nico said we were all there. and she was telling me some things that were crazy that I'm not going to spill here.
Wow.
But
Spill.
I know Licoros from way back, when I used to be
Give
a
us
presenter.
some details, even if not
And
everything. Some.
so crazy that she was like, this guy's crazy. I'm going to watch this. I'm just got like a lot of crazy details. But the idea of you allowing people to contribute money for you, and I'm advising you people this year, be careful with your money. Even the country is crazy. The economy is crazy. Right? If you go and waste your money, I'm not saying, spend money the right way for the right people.
Exactly.
There was no time. You could literally see, there are going to be flags. There are going to be red flags. You're going to see, and we saw red flags, especially when we saw Emmanuel and Angel. We saw the whole pointers, the whole time that they were together. We saw those pointers. Guess what? We ignored those pointers. We allowed.
Yeah, bro, the Emmanuel is a soft boy too.
Can I say something?
Yes, please. Yes, please say something. Free. Let me hear you.
Can you hear me? Can I say something?
Yes, you can hear.
Oh, I'm not going to agree with you. You said we ignored them. We, the viewers, we didn't ignore them. We actually saw them, like between Emmanuel and Angel. The people that didn't see them were the shippers. But people that do reviews on BBNaija and the viewers that were watching with open minds, they knew that this boy was just leading this girl unforcefully. I felt bad that, yes, what happened to her happened. But at the same time, Licoros was not completely 100% guilt-free because she knew what she was doing. They were intentionally pushing that ship. They were deliberately pushing the ship for an agenda. So in as much as I felt bad for her in Dubai, at the same time, I didn't exactly feel bad for her because she knew what it was. She's not a kid. She can't tell me that Emmanuel deceived her all the way. She knew that this guy was just striving towards me based on the fan base. And there were a couple of times that he was up and Licoros, I remember vividly when she tells him that, oh, since I'm not up, like, you're safe. That was interpreted that my fans would definitely save you. So she knew, she knew, like, she knew what it was, she knew what it was. So I can't intentionally blame him. And Sheggz did not come in saying, oh, he wants to go after one girl. He said he's coming for the vibes and to make new friends. And then, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday, he was saying that the viewers expect him to be a playboy, and that's why he's sticking to Bella and all of that. That's where you're already wrong, because you're already telling the viewers what they're thinking. Crazy. You're supposed to act as if you don't know that people are watching you. You're supposed to act like it's your everyday life. Just live your life. But you're too focused about what the viewers are thinking, how you want to appease the viewers, what the viewers are feeling. You're too focused about that, and you make it so obvious that you're playing it strategic. We knew that, yes, he was playing a strategy, but at the same time, he was acting as if he didn't know what he was doing. But he was very intentional about what he was doing, making up brand songs when he's in the kitchen, knowing that the camera will be on him. Like, he was 100% focused, but he was still acting like it was his everyday life. Right? He knew what he was doing. That's what you call an intelligent person. He was strategic. It's okay to be strategic. Yeah, like, it's okay to be strategic. Like, there were a lot of times that, like, I just watch when I was laughing. Like, we'll be making up brand songs. Like, that's the part that used to bust my bubble. Like, this guy is so fucking strategic. Like, do you know what that means? He's sending a message, like, to the brand, letting them know that he can be a good ambassador for them. Somebody that can just come up with a song from the top of his head without thinking, without writing it. He's sending messages to them.
Yeah.
Yes, all the housemate. That was what he was doing. So the time that Perry was using to pursue him and say, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that, he was using that time to sell himself. Perry was making people like him the more. So that's what I'll call an intelligent person. Lekon was also intelligent. He came into the house from day one. He was very intentional. Oh, I'm coming here to push my music. Erica was always saying she's an actress. But this housemate, now that I think about it, Femi, I promise you, I don't know what any of them do, like what they do outside the house. I really do not know. Like, they don't know that the moment you step your leg there. Okay, the only person I can say I know what he does is Bryann, and that's because he's an artist and he has been
Bryann is
singing
not pushing himself.
And I checked
he's not.
I checked his IG. I checked his IG, and he's not even pushing his music. He's not even like, they're just there. Like, they believe like they have all the time in the world. I don't know. Like, once they climb on that stage, they just, oh, I'm coming with the vibes. I'm coming with this, with that, with that. And then they just enter the house. It's just as if they just shrink. Maybe from seeing the other people, they didn't expect to meet that caliber of people. But even at that, push your brand. Even if you know that, okay, you don't stand the chance of winning, push your brand. Be very intentional about what you do. Don't just sit there and be drinking tea every morning, because you might go home that weekend and that will be it. Your chapter has closed. People have moved on, except you win the show or you're really controversial on social media. But they're not doing that. Look at Christy O, for example. I don't think I've ever heard that girl speak like in that house. I don't think I've ever heard her voice.
I don't even know her voice.
Christy,
like,
Christy. I've never heard
I
her voice.
recognize her voice.
She's just there. She's just there like a cushion. Like she's there like she's not there. This is the first Big Brother that I don't know some of their names, and that's because it's not just because the channels are.
We don't know their names.
It's just a few of them that is carrying the whole show on their back. People like Fina, people like Amaka. Sheggz is doing his own with the shipping, which is becoming irritating because it's making it obvious that he's just using the girl, but shippers will still ship Sha. They like to imagine. So it's just a few of them that is carrying the whole show on their back. The rest of them, they're just there. Like they're just there. They're not even doing anything. At least last year, I remember you were saying that most of the ladies from last season that I remember when you complained that they're all into fashion because they were saying they have a fashion line, and I remember when Femi was like, how all of them have fashion line, but at least they're putting it out there that they are doing something. This one, they've not even said anything that they're doing at all. Like, do you get? It's just, I don't know. It's such a big platform and you're just letting it go to waste. It's so sad. It's so sad.
It's terrible. And you know the funniest part is this. It's just going to be, some people are still going to go home without any money, any win. Yeah. Some people will go home without any money. Lecon, after you won the show, had lots of money. There's some people won 19 million, 17 million, right there in the house. They won.
Because Rose won 20 million naira. Like 20
so
million before she left the house.
That's Liquor Rose, right?
And also, I feel like they need to start giving the first runner-up something. Like, I also feel like they have to compensate the first runner-up. I even thought this season they will introduce that, like, even if it's 5 million, at least, like, people that get to the end with the winner himself, like the way Liquor Rose was now, they're supposed to at least compensate them with small, no matter how small. Imagine if she didn't win all that money in the house, for example. So that and just hope on the brand deals that she's going to get outside. I think they need to like start giving the first runner up something, at least.
Good, very good.
I have something to say?
Let's hear it.
Okay, I wanted to just briefly talk about the Emmanuel Licorice ship. I understand that yes, cheating is a strategy, and definitely Licorice was not a fool to say, oh, she's not, no, she was using it as a strategy too. But I don't think that necessarily means that the new feelings were not involved. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's true. Yeah, she knew that it was a ship, and definitely it could also double as a strategy. But I actually think, I cannot know because I don't know Licorice personally, but I actually think that she did have real feelings for this guy, regardless of the fact that, yes, it was a strategy to keep both of them in, which is what will happen in any game that is like Big Brother. That is the theme of what should happen. And then moving on to Sheggz and Bella. I don't even have anything to say. You see, if all these housemates came and said, I just want to enter Big Brother's house to eat his food, sleep on the bed, and have like a vacation, I will not have any problem with what they are doing now. But you cannot come and be shouting vibes, energy. I want to do this. Even the vibes and the energy, they are not bringing it. We don't know anybody.
The most annoying is Groovy. I can still remember how he was shouting on stage like a madman. I'm coming in with the vibes.
Like it's going to be Groovy. It's going to be Groovy. He's using his name to do a tip. They should just change that name to Gravy because Gravy is dull colored and uninteresting.
I mean, he was so crazy that even Bukati to remove his mouth. I thought he was done.
Telling you.
I was done. So
but
hold
then,
on, guys. Sorry, hold with it, guys. Let me just bring in before we round up this conversation. I like that the four of us are here, right? Before we bring this conversation, I'd like to speak with Betuche Ventures. How you doing? Hello, can you hear me, Mr. Betuche?
His mic is muted.
His mic is muted, yeah.
Things I could have said.
Can you unmute your mic?
To be honest about the challenges that our country faces and what is going to be required to fix them.
Hello, Mr. Betuche, how are you?
It made my life easy. It is the honest thing to do.
I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
Is embarked on a spree of intent and ends of clear propel of unfunded promises,
I don't think we can hear him. Okay. So I don't think we can hear him. So finally on this conversation, okay, I wanted us to talk about Groovy and Beauty. What are you going to advise Groovy to? Looking at the fact that, you know, Beauty has said that she doesn't want to talk to him until God knows when. I don't know why, but that's what she said. They had a little bit of fight.
I don't think Groovy is interested in her, to be very honest, to just put it straightforward. I might be wrong, but as a woman watching, Groovy is not like if I was
His body language
somebody,
is not,
yeah, he's not there. Like his mind is not there at all. Like even if you like a girl and maybe you don't want to do stuff with her because you're on national TV or because you don't want other people to know about your business, that's how you go about it, you know. But people still tell like, oh, you like this girl. Just the way Ozo was whipped with Nengi. It's not like you'll be following her everywhere. No, but people can still tell. Like just looking at Ozo for like 5 minutes straight when he's with Nengi, you can tell that this guy is head over heels for this girl. Like she has him whipped like back and front. But the Groovy is not even, he's not showing any sign that he even likes her at all. So yesterday when I was watching them like do the whole drama back and forth, I was just asking myself, like, is it that this guy is in denial? Or when they're in the house, they're not seeing what we outside we are seeing? Because it's obvious this guy is not into her. It's like she's pushing it. And I don't want a situation whereby the guy will be forced to do what he doesn't want to do. And then he's going to come out tomorrow and say, oh, I didn't ask you out. Just the way Emmanuel did. Like, I didn't ask you out. I didn't have a relationship with you. And then he will embarrass you on national TV. Do you know, where does you give yourself break? She's a spec. Like, she's a whole spec, that girl. She's a full meal, not snap. You're just throwing yourself on the boy. Like, if anybody in the house, if I didn't even I don't know, Sha, maybe because that's level 2, they don't have a lot of guys that she likes and all, but I didn't expect that she's showing herself on is making it obvious, like he does not want to do anything, or maybe with you particularly. So just leave it. Like you don't need to push it. It's becoming embarrassing at this point.
That's a good point you made there. That's a very good point.
I wish every girl would kind of just try and be like Fina in that house. Just take a little bit of Fina and put it in your body. Like,
a little bit of Fina.
Like, I don't understand why anybody is looking for. You've not even discovered yourself yet, and you want to go and sleep with somebody. I just see, honestly, what I see with all these housemates is just pure confusion. I've said it before. They are confused. They don't know what this opportunity is. Some people don't understand that it's really big. It's really big. And about getting the runner off, getting like, that would be nice so if they get it. But I have to say that you see this Big Brother platform, honestly, you don't need to win money, the grand prize. You don't need to get like the exposure that you get just even entering the house alone is a lot, is massive. No other show, hands down, no other show has that kind of platform. Anywhere in Nigeria, I don't even think anywhere in Africa, but I don't want to be too. No other show has that kind of platform. Once you stand on that place and they introduce you as a Big Brother Nigeria housemate, it's done. Even Chrissy O, that is like one of the furniture right now. That's the thing about having that platform. You just have this exposure. It's about what you do with it. It's about what you make of it. And that's just what I don't understand that is going on in this particular season. Because other seasons, I mean, everybody see Mercy's season. I can't remember the name of the very first lady that left that was shipping with that tall guy. I don't remember their names now. But I mean, when she came out of the house first, come on.
That was Lilo and Eric.
Lilo and Eric. Lilo made a lot out of just the small time that she spent. When she came out, she just dove ahead and
all that stuff. Yeah.
I can't even remember Lilo anymore. I've not thought about Lilo in such a long time.
It's just about working with the platform.
Let me bring in Mr. Batuche. We have you, Mr. Batuche. Now,
he's muted.
He muted himself.
Mr. Batucha, can you hear me, please?
Can we have to unmute him?
I'm trying to get my screen to. Sorry, guys. This feels like.
He muted himself. I can see his mic is
Okay, so let me speak with Adebanjo. How are you?
Fine.
How's your baby doing? Is that your baby or that's
It's not my baby.
Yes, so my baby. Let me meet the disturb you guys.
So Adebanjo, what do you think from what you just heard right now?
Yeah, I just came inside. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Okay, so we're asking what do you think about Groovy and Beauty in the house?
I only think Beauty is just me jealous. Like I don't understand. Like yeah, Groovy also complained about that. Like he said, you're always talking about MS. So what's the big deal with me chatting or talking to Chumsy? I don't understand, but I think she's just jealous. That's the point.
Okay, hold on. Let me speak with Mr. Batuche. Batuche Ventures. How are you, Batuche Ventures? Hello? Hello, Mr. Batuche. How are you? Okay, I'm Ginger Fab. Let me speak with Ginger Fab, my friend from Cameroon. How are you? Hello? Is Ginger Fab there? Okay, let me speak with Shukuji. How you doing, man?
I'm okay. Good afternoon.
So tell me, did you follow the show from the beginning?
No, I just came in now.
Did you follow the Big Brother Naija show from the beginning?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep quiet. Don't talk to now. I'm on live. Are you okay?
Is that your girlfriend or your sister?
My sister. She's being stupid.
Hi, how are you? Okay, so what do you think from everything that's happened this week?
Well, not really much now. About first of all, concerning what was her name, Amaka and Fina. You understand? I'm thinking the both of them, they are just being so dramatic, being so as in, taking things off the track. Like look at Fina saying she can't kiss anyone, she can't be into anything intimate with anyone, just bragging. Then all of a sudden we see Groovy kissing her. Yeah, then Amaka on her own, she just hell bent on what would I call it, being so pompous and all that shit. Well, there's something I will always say. It's very simple as that. That Amaka, before she leaves the house, somebody will wipe her. It's just it. Somebody must wipe Amaka because the way that guy is.
Amaka.
Yes.
Is she liking any guy? I don't think Amaka is liking any guy.
No, that's the problem. She's just trying to be focused on the game. Like I just say, just her mind is just on the money. She doesn't want anything to distract her, but she doesn't know what she's up for. That's just, she doesn't know guys. She doesn't know anything yet.
She doesn't know guys yet, Abi.
She doesn't know guys yet. That's just it.
Okay. Adebanjo wants to say something. Let me hear what he has to say on this matter.
He said Amaka is being popular. Well, Amaka is the vibe in the house. She's one of the vibe in the house. Like, yeah, she's trying to be popular. That's just the point. Like, yeah, she's just trying to fill out your guys. Like, you know, she's like Angel. When Angel came in last year, she was like, she's going to record your sheep in the house. You understand? She's just trying to vibe around with those guys. So that's what she's just doing. Just to gain familiarity.
Hello, Ginger Fab. Hello. Ginger Fab, can you hear us? Okay. So, finally, Naya, can we speak with you?
Yes, please, Mr. Chukudi.
Yeah.
Which one is somebody who wipe her matter before she goes? Are you the one that will wipe her?
Let me tell you something. It's just watch out now. Watch out. Watch out.
Watch out. So really, I should just spend my
The show
time
is just
looking
starting
for
now.
people
It go be
under
like
the seat that will be wiping each other.
It go be like play.
Whether
Don't
somebody
worry.
wipes out or not,
You will see
whether
under the
somebody
moment
wipes
now.
out or not,
Under the
it
moment, you
should
will see
start the
me.
consensus.
Don't worry.
And
Calm
about
down.
Tina kissing Groovy, please, was it not truth or dare? I don't know why you guys get so sensitive about this matter. I say I don't want to be intimate with anybody. That's fine. It's true. Truth or dare is a game. I can kiss anything. As long as it's a game, that's not intimacy now. And we are kissing Groovy during truth or dare, and you are saying, see, let's have the intimate
No.
without
I
a
told
game
you,
first.
but that's holding her full chest. She said she didn't want to kiss, whether it's truth or dare, whatever. So why is she kissing?
Oh, she even said in truth or dare too, she will not kiss. Now there she talk up now. Me,
No, she
game.
didn't say it. She didn't say it. It's during truth or dare. I'm just saying that if you say you're not going to do something, regardless of whatever circumstance, under whatever circumstance it comes from, you are not to do it. Look at Amaka. Amaka said she's not going to kiss anybody. She's not going to do anything to anybody. And well, that's what she's sticking with.
I just take it from the point that she's not going to be intimate. If I'm not going to be intimate, because kissing, if there's no intimacy in the kiss, is nothing. If it's a game, there's nothing like intimacy in the kiss. Well, that's my opinion. If it's a game, there's nothing intimate about it. If any, like for instance now, I should dance with somebody, I should rock you, I should twist my waist all up on your body and be in your space entirely on maybe a Saturday night party or whatever, and then you now come and meet me that I have feelings for you or something. Guy, it started on the dance floor, it ended on the dance floor. If I have feelings for somebody, if I have something more for somebody, I will tell you when we're not in such a situation. I'll let you know outside the dance. But if we're dancing, you know, say, oh, because I dance with you in a certain way, that means that, you know, yeah, alcohol and all those things can do whatever they want to do during that period.
Especially God hugs.
No. You guys, if a girl flirts on the guy, the next thing for somebody to say is that the girl has feelings for the guy. No. Please, let us leave them to enjoy themselves. Enjoying themselves is different from, you know.
Hi, Yolanda, how are you?
Hi, everyone. I'm good. Thanks, and how are you?
I'm great. Where are you calling from? South Africa?
South Africa, yes. Sorry, could you please remind me, what was the question?
So, what do you think about what has happened this week, from the relationship that happened, Bella, Sheggz? Who are your favorites? Who are the people like you're following on the show?
It's very hard to say, because from the get-go, I liked Bella. I thought she was going to be one of those alpha females.
Okay.
But as the time went on, I don't know, man. It's like another Kid Rika script in a way. It's irritating mixed with ozone. I don't know, man. It's just a mixture of everything. I wanted her to shine on her own as an individual, not with someone else. I'm all for ships. It's fine. People can ship. It's nice. But in the first week, I would like you to introduce us to you, not you with someone else. So that was a bit disappointing. Same as Beauty. I also liked Beauty. The first 2 days, she was all I could talk about with my friends, because she was the entertaining factor in that house for me. But as the days went on and she was entangled with, what's his name, Groovy, it's the more, I don't know, man. It's the more that even her, she started shrinking. She was a big personality, but now she's in the same level as the other people. Besides the fact that she's pretty, of course. Yeah, Beauty. But besides the fact that she's pretty, we all know that she's pretty. But in terms of what she's giving to the show, she's in the same level as the others now. She's no more leading the pack. She was leading the pack at the beginning, because she would trend, like she would do things that you were like, okay, she's so drunk, she's saying stupid things, she's trying to trigger housemates and stuff like that. So for me, that was entertaining. But the minute she was with, what's his name, Groovy, it started shifting in a way. Now we don't see her as Beauty. Every time we see Beauty, we are wondering, where is Groovy? what is Groovy doing? She's no more like Beauty on her own. And the way we see her now, it's one of those things where people are like, I can't wait. Yes. And the way we see her now, it's one of those things where we're like, yo, we can't wait for the houses to be merged together so that we can see how, what's his name? How Sheggz acts when Beauty is in the house, or how Beauty acts when Sheggz is in the house. You want to see this, you want to see that. I wanted her to shine on her own. I also wanted Bella to shine on her own. This shipping thing, it's too much this season. I'm getting annoyed. It's repetitive. There's nothing different. I wanted something different this season, and I'm not getting anything different. It's like the same script but different roles.
So one thing I wanted to know is, there is something called Breakfast 101 on the show, okay? And I think that Big Brother already knows that you cannot have a Big Brother show without chips, okay?
Sure.
So the show cannot just be called a Love Island, because there are a lot of other things involved. But we cannot take out the place of relationship. I understand where you're coming from. It's boring when you find a Kibrika ship, an Ozo ship in a whole show like this, right? But one thing I want us to know is this. We're going to enjoy the Breakfast 101 that will happen. I'm sure Big Brother is going to come up with something. Big Brother can just decide to pair Beauty and Sheggz for the next 30 days. And he will decide to pair Bella and Fam Savvy for the next 3 days. And then we will see, it's going to happen. Just watch. Big Brother always has twists and turns, and it will happen. But from what you said, the fact that, what's his name again? The fact that, Beauty is losing her place. She's losing her personality. She's losing that person. In the first night, the second night, everybody was talking about Beauty. What's wrong with this girl? She's bitchy. She's talking to people anyhow. She's like an alpha female. She had a commanding presence. She had a commanding voice. When she speaks, people listen. Now it feels like when she speaks, people are just like, just come on, you're just doing your thing. And I feel like the relationship is fine, the relationship strategy is fine, but somebody will overshadow the other in the long run. There's always going to be something that will happen in the long run that will make sure that by a little bit of chance, they will overshadow you. Now let's talk about Doey. I don't know if you know Doey, the girl who went to meet Sheggz and said that she really liked Sheggz.
Oh yes, yeah, I remember.
Yes. What do you think? Let me start up with Adebanjo. Adebanjo, what do you think about Doey?
I just like her confidence. Like I just like her confidence. Like when you admire someone and you're vibing with the person, and you shouldn't be shy to approach the person. That's what she does. Like it's okay for her. Like I really like her courage. She has matured. That's what I was to say.
I already asked this question. Let me ask Yolanda, what do you think about Doey? She literally went to meet this guy and told this guy that, you know what, I really do like you, but because Bella is with you, and that's why I'm not in your space. She even said it again in the presence of Bella. So do you think that she has an ulterior motive? Like she would eventually, try to break that relationship? Yolanda, let me have it.
Sorry, your network is bad. Can you please repeat your question?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? I said that. What do you think about
what
Doey did? What do you think about what Doey did? Telling Bella that she likes Sheggz.
I honestly I don't know how to feel about that. There's a part of me that's proud that at least she's expressing herself. But there's another part of me that's like, is she expressing herself too much? To a point where now she's gonna be known as the girl that wanted Sheggz, but Sheggz didn't want her. That's my thing. I feel like that's it gets tricky. Sorry?
That's the narrative that will be out there. That's
Yes, that's gonna be the narrative. I can already see it in the what is this thing in the reunion, if they're gonna get a reunion, I can already see that there's gonna be a topic where Bella, Doyen, and Sheggz will be asked a lot of questions. And for me, I feel like I love Doyen's confidence and everything, but I think that piece of information wasn't necessary, especially since she sees that Bella and Sheggz like each other. So I feel like it's unnecessary. Like it won't make a difference. She said it, yes, but I feel like she's I don't know, man. It wasn't necessary for her to do so. But if she wanted to fight for Sheggz, I do think that the only person she should have spoke to is Sheggz, not Bella. Because at the end of the day, Sheggz and Bella are not cuffed. They did not make anything official. You can do anything to anyone unless someone is like, I'm with this person and I'm happy with this person, I'm gonna stick with this person, but they haven't even established those boundaries yet. So I do feel like if she wanted to be as honest, she could have talked to Sheggz, not Bella. Bella has nothing to do with anything, and I don't think they're even friends. Are they friends? No, she doesn't owe her any explanation.
True that. She doesn't want an explanation. Ginger Fab, are you here?
Yeah, I'm right here. How you doing? How's everybody
doing? Cameroon, how are you?
Yeah, I've been finding difficulty in getting in.
You're from Cameroon or Liberia?
Liberia.
Yes, the Echo Fest is coming to Liberia in December.
And I can't just wait. I can't just wait.
So tell me, what have you noticed this first week in the house? Who are the people who you think are like very strong contenders or strong personalities that have given us content for the show?
First of all, I really don't even have a favorite yet because I think it's too early. We having separate houses this season. I can choose for sure who I'm going to stand. But as it is, I think everyone is just trying to catch up. Some people are only just doing it more like Amaka. I think Amaka, right? She should calm down with with how she go about what she's doing. I guess she's trying to be that kind of iron lady, trying to bring up vibes and stuff, but I think she's doing way too much. For beauty and Groovy, it could have been a smooth shit, but like Beauty rightly put it, she's definitely gonna be the one hurting Groovy, because Groovy seemed to be into beauty. That's what I observed. He actually seemed to be into beauty a little too much, and then the entire Bella and sex on that issue. Bella and Sheggz issue, I think Sheggz gonna be, or he is already also Pro Max in the house. Cause imagine he's just all after Bella. I felt he could have been this kind of playboy, trying to play all of the girls, get his game in time, make girls trying to, fight for him and all those things. But the guy is being stuck up. He's practically messing his game up so early. He's messing his game up so early, being stuck up with Bella. And for how they call the girl to come up and express her interest in Sheggz, telling him that she really like him, really, really like him, I think it doesn't matter. She's just being expressive. And it could be a game plan from her own side. It's possible she's just using that as her own game plan. Because they got people that just want to, spoil ships. They don't want ship to sue peacefully. So it could be that's another plan that she's up to. I see it from that angle. I don't think she's doing too much in trying to make sure to understand that she loves him. It better put him in a position of at least he got to know that somebody else likes him instead of just Bella. And I'm pretty sure it may help him as the show goes on. He may try to sway away from Bella a little bit and play on her with her. That's basically what I think. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you clearly. So finally, what do you expect? Let me start with Naya. Naya, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
So Naya, I want to ask, what do you expect to see this week from Bella? Let's take it that way. Or from Sheggz.
From Sheggz.
what I think I would like to see is maybe. Okay, first of all, I didn't make it clear on here, right? I have been in a reality show before. I was once in a reality show in my country, and I even went as far as being a finalist. Being in that house, for me, is different. You need comfort. You. It's not like the way it's outside, and you have everyone around you and stuff. In that house, you are there just okay for hours. It was just 1 month in house, but for the people in there, it's 2 months. Imagine wanting to be stuck up in your corner and don't free up yourself.
2.5 months, 72 days.
Definitely. So if people trying to form ships, you shouldn't even have problem with it because you need companion. You need someone that you can just express your heart out to. So basically, maybe just for the house, because I myself have someone that I vibe with, but we came out, it was just it. It's definitely gonna be so. That's the reason why people ship us with ship, and at the end of the day, when those people get out of the house, they realize that okay, we're in the real world, and we were just up there for the fact that I needed your company and you needed mine. So it's time for us to do something real and push forward. That's how it's always is. But you need someone in that house. So if people from ship. It's for their own sanity though. It's not because they just want to, get into relationship. But so far, I feel like the show is getting bad.
You have a point because I remember that they've been locked down. One thing we need to know is that these people have been locked down like 2 weeks before they came into the show. Okay, so they've been like isolated for 2 weeks before they came into the show. For them, it's like more. As they came in like this, the next thing they lose this person, can I see you?
Yeah, it can be so lonely. It can be so boring. Okay, just imagine you being in a space you don't want any friends, and at any time you can get hit by words. People can just say anything, and the thing is, you don't want to be the most hated in a house, and you also don't want to be the most loved. Because if you are the most hated in the house, they tend to put you up as frequent as possible for eviction. And if you are the most loved in the house, the viewer outside see that the people, it's almost like they're favoring you too much and they don't want to take your side. So you want to be this kind of person that is just basically in the middle. You vibe with everyone, but not that much. You're able to pull out violence at any time. Violence is needed. And you are also able to love. That's how you want to balance yourself.
Okay, thank you, Yolanda. Ginger Fab. Yolanda, what do you have to say finally? What are you looking forward to this week? What changes are you looking forward to see, both from Big Brother and for the housemates?
I just wish Big Brother, what is this thing? Mixes them a lot more this week. I want to see them interacting with each other. I don't want to see trenches alone. What is the other house? Islanders.
Island.
I get the concept and it's brilliant. It's something different, but I just want them to interact with each other. This war that this unspoken, what is the correct word to describe it? This war that they have within the other housemates. It's I don't know, man. I like it because it's competitive, but I would really love it if they would all interact with each other. Aside from the fact that they will only see each other when they are doing tasks.
For me, Yolanda, I think they should only interface like the party night. Like we're expecting them to be together tonight. Let them vibe tonight. So if they're going to various houses, we are going to get the vibe. Because we're going to see who's going to interact with the other people from the other house. And you understand? And even in fact, some people even start to gossip about they have started gossiping about each other. Some people from the other house feel like the people in this house are doing too much, and they feel like they are better than the other people. So if tonight they can just all vibe together, trust me, we're going to get real violence tomorrow morning.
Exactly. I would really love to see them all party together.
I hope they can. Because remember that Big Brother told them that for losing the wager task, they are not going. Well, Big Brother said there's an after. He called it the Saturday night after party, not the Saturday night party. Maybe it's not whatever it is. I'm hoping that the punishment of yesterday for losing the wager task, does not apply tonight, because if it applies tonight, it means that we're not going to see Islanders at the party.
That's sad.
But can I say something?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because it's like Beauty. And here, that's something I observed. Yolanda and Femi, I don't know if you noticed that Beauty seemed to have something for Hermits. I really want to believe that, because the way she sounded when she was talking to how to call him Groovy, is almost like she got the right to vibe with whatever guy or feel something for whatever other guy, but Groovy don't have the right to feel anything for another girl. That's how she sounded. So if they can vibe together, we will get to know that vibe between Hams and then Beauty tonight.
Yolanda, let's have it.
I don't want to lie. I'm not gonna judge Beauty because I've been in a similar situation where I feel entitled to being the only person in that person's life. But I get it. It's selfish, but I won't judge because I mean I've been there. So yeah. Otherwise, my last words are I can't wait for the party. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of dynamics that will change after this party if they are all in one room.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they are all in one room, then there's gonna be a different dynamics.
But I can just leave them in one house for after this Saturday.
Yes.
Leave them till tomorrow morning.
But I doubt it, because the last time this thing happened where there were two houses was in Big Brother Africa, and in which there was like Upville and Downville. And then Upville had their own party, and then Downville had their own party. So, but fingers crossed, they will be in one place. I just hope, because it's going to be so boring to be switching from channel to channel.
I know.
Channel to channel.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. It's
I look forward to BBNaija this year. I know it starts in about January. Am I right? February.
No, it already ended.
I know there's another season that will start next year, right?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. That's very good. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I look forward to it. Naya, thank you so much. Your final words here, Naya.
I'm looking forward to more twists and turns. I can't wait. I'm so excited to see what BB has in store, because I'm sure he has a lot of twists and turns. I really want to see how he's going to, intertwine these two houses, because I believe that the fact that there are two houses, it means that in the future we're going to see situations where maybe these houses have to come together, like you said about him picking Groovy and somebody else and putting them to just stay together for a while. I'm just really excited to see how that plays out, because a lot of smoke. People will be upset.
There'll be a lot of smoke tonight after the party. I can assure you that.
I just really hope for a combined party.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you a lot. Yolanda, Naya, Ginger Fab, everybody that came on board.
Thank you.
Everybody that came on board. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Ginger Fab, Adebanjo, Chukwuji, thank you very much. Okay, so next week Saturday will be another time. And if anything major happens before Saturday Live, I'll also come up live. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you later tonight. Let's think about the Saturday night party, and then I'll bring you the gist and the highlights of everything that happened at the Saturday night party. Until I see you then, it's bye for now. Thank you very much. Thank you.